Sports were for today. AKPABIO collapses in London as a topic, and the weakest apprehension in Paris, France. Wike was apprehended by FBI and they flew him into the United States. That's our topic today with Mr. Raf Mbechi. I'm giving it hot to you from NNAMDI Kanu Must Be Free, KANU'S Freedom TV. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, and bear with me. Make sure you subscribe, you like, share, and discuss me on comment section. You are blessed. Like Wike, it's obvious that he was apprehended in Paris and flew back into the United States of America because, of course, he bought many property in the USA, and Trump is probing that kind of transaction. The transaction was so fishy, it wasn't based on transparency and clarity. That's why American administration of Donald Trump is questioning the, let me say, the capacity of the man in question, officially and otherwise, that bought the property. We learned that Wike bought those properties using his first son's name, and that transaction America is said is not clear. They are not well clearly, updated or clarified on the purchase of such properties that worth, staggering amounts in dollars in the USA. That's why Wike has been abruptly, let me say, apprehended. Yes, intercepted in Paris, France, where American security forces, FBI, flew him into the United States to answer all he knows about that illegal, acquisition of properties in the USA. So that is what is going on around the social media, but Nigerian newspapers have actually refused to write it because of what? Government red tapeism, government classified information. They don't want it leaked. Government, let me say, way of doing things in Nigeria, telling and deceiving Nigerians. They don't want to be telling us truth, rather lies. Wike has been apprehended how many days now in France? He celebrated his birthday. Everybody saw congratulatory messages all over the front newspapers all around Nigeria, but Wike is nowhere to be found. Nobody has ever actually captured him singing, dancing with his political associates. Happy birthday to you, that kind of stuff. And today, he is missing on the political terrain of this country. Wike, of course, that is always like to be in and out, all around social media headlines. Recently, after having an altercation with that young military officer, Yerima. Is today another new day? No, it's just like ordinary day. So nothing is different about if Wike was intercepted or apprehended in faraway Paris, Europe. Paris is in France. And today, Nigerian government is just playing it in such a way that everybody will not know or think that Wike all of a sudden just disappeared. But it is no news. It is no news anymore. We've been looking for Wike for a very long time now. We've not seen him. What actually transpired, we could not actually tell. We cannot even tell. So, Wike is off, arrested in the... The great news we are getting from London is that the current serving Nigerian Senate President, Senator Godswill Apkabio, slumped in London. As I'm talking to you now, as of this current reportage from UK, Akpabio is down in the hospital. He collapsed, hospitalized. That's the headline. All around the whole newspaper, all around the whole social media platform, Yahoo, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and so on and so forth. Akpabio is not a superhuman. That's my own understanding. So anybody could just slump down and get hospitalized. So that's the news that is going around the landscape, political landscape of Nigeria. Akpabio is not a superhuman. It could be ill. It could be, all of a sudden collapse, and the pie is a human being. There are many people that actually witnessed or had that kind of, faith in the past. So Akpabio's own could not be quite different. What is going on with Nigerian lawmakers at the upper legislative chamber is that they believe that they are all superhuman, they are above the law, they are above deaths. But it is not possible. None of the Nigerian lawmakers are immortal. They are all mortal bodies who could die by any time. So I don't see reasons why it should be a news in Nigerian political, landscape. Anybody could slump. Many people slumped in the past. I could remember the great Obafemi Awolowo, he slumped down. Yes, many are like that. It is possible. Anything could happen. Anything is possible. Anything could happen, especially in the person of Godswill Apkabio. Godswill Apkabio, who is not doing well at all in this current, administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Akpabio signs anything signable. Akpabio is a stooge to the Aso Rock office, a stooge to the executive organ of government, meaning we are witnessing radicality of the department or organs of government called judiciary and executive. Even the legislature, they are all working hands to hands, from hand to hand. They are all stooges to the office of the presidency, which is Aso Rock Villa. Anything that comes from Aso Rock Villa, Akpabio is ready to sign it, which is why we are getting this news. Many Nigerians are jubilating. I'm not hiding my voice. I'm not hiding my feeling. Everybody is jubilating over that news that Akpabio collapsed in London. Why? Because Akpabio is not doing well. Akpabio is showing Nigerians chege. He is signing anything signable, borrowing money from China. Don't you think that Bola Ahmed Tinubu had to meet them before he has any borrowing issue or agreement with China? He always consults the lawmakers in the upper legislative chamber, where Akpabio is presiding over as a president of the senator or the senate. Yeah, he signs anything, he could sign it. So that's why Nigerians are praising the news of his health with, let me say, jamboree, merriment, blissful heart. Many people are singing, when the righteous prosper, we sing and rejoice and we dance. And when the wicked perishes, we go rejoicing and singing and dancing and making merriment again. Because the wicked is not supposed to live in the daylight. They should live cut off the light of the day. They should be staying in the darkness because of all their nefarious activities, all their hostile, aggressive, treatment to the members of Nigerian citizens. Everybody is jubilating over Akpabio's health. Some persons are sighing and heaving, sigh of relief because they believe he's blocking them in some aspects. Just look at that beautiful, young housewife in the house. Akpabio has been oppressing him for how many months now? Since last year, they were dragging over the issue of sexual harassment. I would like all of you to remember that Natasha Akpoti or Duaga is from Delta and originally a Nigerian citizen, a Ukrainian citizen, meaning she is a half caste. So the kind of sexual harassment you could have with that kind of beautiful lady might not be exactly Omabulu Otufo in Igbo land. That is, when you grab her, you throw her on the ground. That's actually what we call or term rape in Igbo land. It's not when you play with a woman or touch her, you have sexually harassed her. That one is for Europe. The Akpabio and Natasha own, I felt something actually transpired. That woman shouldn't have just come out to make that kind of public statement to, relegate the person of Akpabio. No, the woman, what he actually instigated as a case or an allegation has many iotas of truth in it. So Akpabio's health, hospitalized, in London, is making wave on social media. People are jubilating. Some person are heaving sighs, actually receiving such news with bad faith, anguish, anger. As for me, I'm a news reporter. I'm telling you that Akpabio in the past was not doing well at all. Akpabio actually supported bad governance, because when protesters of bad governance were actually rampaging, Akpabio come out to say, they should be protesting while we're enjoying ourselves. Is that good? Is that the right thing to say in a situation like that? So I'm telling you that, to me, Akpabio is not doing well at all. And if he slumps, anyway, there are first-class medical facilities in the UK. Why not put all our hospitals in order, and all the medical establishment we have in Nigeria, we just put it in order, make it first class in the world, so that anytime things like that happens, we come down home to Nigeria here and treat ourselves. Why is it that anytime we have headache, stomach ache, we rally to UK? First, we jettison to UK to waste our money, our hard-earned money. It is unfair. It is unfair. It is unfair. So, anyway, I have another news for you. Wike is off the political scene for some times now, where he went to France and created political scenario there. What did he do? I think Wike was apprehended in Paris when American FBI actually get caught of him. They apprehended him, flew him to the United States of America, and the Nigerian news media house and electronics, none of them is airing it or writing it because